I'm Swati Abhijit. I'm an architect and an urban designer. With the lab, I've been involved with actually many different things. I got involved with the project early on in May. So I had an opportunity to work through the mobile units, which was actually the traveling lab structure and the design of the main lab as well as the lab structure. That was one of the most interesting part of the series. The other was then actually moving on to the transformers, which was then transforming the structure into different kinds of spaces using different kinds of arts and crafts from the city, which included flowers, which included rangoli, which included kites, which included...
And which went kind of wild at some point.
And which actually was super, yeah, exactly. And I think the best was amongst them the flower series, because we got around 1,500 kgs of flower, which is 1.5 tons.
And bought yourself at
and which we bought, yes. So we traveled around the Dada market, picked all the flowers locally so that more people could get engaged. There were about 35 artists on the site, and we were throwing the garlands of flower around the structures just to decorate it and to reach the heights, to reach the breadths, and to encompass the entire site, which was not only the structure but also outside the structure, which was an amazing experience overall. Also because somewhere we were breaking the linearity of the structure itself and trying to engage, which you can call the lab structure as well as the space around it. So in some way encompassing the private as well as the public space theme of the lab. I personally feel I mean I hadn't explored my city in such a different length and breadth than like I did with the lab, just because I worked with so many different gamuts and people from different walks of life, from street artists to actually professionals who are studying them, who are studying their art, engaging in conversations with them about the city and what it means for the city. It actually made me fall in love with my city all over again, and that is what I would say. Why I would say that is, oftentimes when you're living in the city, you face a lot of challenges of surviving with the city, and you always focus on the shortcomings, but the lab made me look at the positive aspects also by looking at this broader gamut of things that the city also has.